situation is bad. In fact, I'll directly go to the visual. This is what Yamuna has become right now here in the national capital. How aggressive this river is right now. And in fact, we are reporting from the old bridge, the old iron bridge. In fact, today we are the only channel to actually get here, and in fact to get you these visuals which you're seeing on your screens. In fact, the water levels have risen so high. In fact, now what is happening here is that this entire area has been cordoned off by the police officials, and in fact you can see this entire area is emptied. In fact, it was emptied earlier, but in fact there were reports that some people were still getting inside this very old Loha Pul, but now this entire area has been cordoned off. And in fact some people were also telling about some rescue operation going on at that side of that very this Yamuna Pul. And in fact you can see in these visuals how high the levels are of these waters, and in fact just touching the floor of this very bridge. In case the water rises from here any further, the water will come upon this bridge. I'll show you the visual from other side as well. You can see how aggressive the river has become here. In fact, this wasn't yesterday, but now the water levels are actually staying constant, but still the condition is very grim over here. In fact, when we try to reach this spot, a lot of areas are near this very space. If we talk about the left side of my from this passageway to the other side is the Yamuna Bazaar area, which is also completely submerged under the water. And in fact here also on this side is the famous Sai temple on the river bank of Yamuna, and in fact you can see this entire temple has also been submerged under the water. So you can only imagine with these visuals how hard things have become here at Loha Pul. So right now these are the exclusive pictures of river Yamuna. And in fact this is the closest anyone could ever get right now to this very space where the river is flowing at a very high current levels. So right now situation remains grim. In fact, now what the authorities are saying, in fact, Atishi also spoke some time back where she maintained that now the very little could be done in this situation because everyone is just waiting for the water levels to go down. In fact, there are some personnel from different departments who are also taking stock of the situation, and in fact those people have also maintained that this place is very dangerous as of now, and in fact we are also being allowed to go beyond that point. After that nobody in fact has been allowed. In fact only NDRF personnel are on the other side because there are still some people, we are understanding, that who are stuck in the low-lying areas where they're refusing to actually exit. Some people have taken shelter, but now shelters were placed near the actually they were placed near the roads only for some people, but now those shelters have also been removed because what is happening right now, the waters the river water level of Yamuna is staying constant, and in fact it is also going down, but now the drainage system has also completely collapsed. So the water is being backed by those drains, and in fact that is the reason why the levels of these we are seeing increased levels of water. In fact, if we talk about picture from ITO, from Supreme Court, those are not flood waters which are directly coming into these places, but it is the drain water which is actually coming. So now this place has also become quite dangerous because we also spotted some snakes over here. This is exactly what we are showing to the viewers. In fact, you can see how NDRF personnel are in fact right now in the river Yamuna. And in fact, this is the evacuation work which is still on here in the river side. And in fact, this is not the low-lying area. This is the main Yamuna river. You can see two boats of NDRF right now rescuing some people who are actually stuck on one of the sides of Yamuna. And in fact, it's not just the people. In fact, you can also see in these visuals that cattle are also here stuck in this very gaushala. In fact, this is a gaushala which is present. This is a shelter home to cows which is present here on one of the river banks of Yamuna. You can see how these NDRF personnel are continuously carrying out this rescue work over here. And in fact, this is near the Loha Pul. And in fact, we are coming directly from the Loha Pul. And in fact, you can see continuously these teams are working. Two teams of NDRF's personnel have been deployed over here at this very spot. They are actually taking out these people out because they have been stranded here for the very long time. In fact, we also tried to make a contact with them from the other side, but these personnel are continuously stating that they have a humongous responsibility on them to actually take out these people who've been stuck at this very space for a very long time. In fact, they've been stuck here from the last 7 to 8 hours. This is what we are given to understand. And now this evacuation work is on. In fact, there are 2 boats of NDRF, and also you can see in these visuals that some people have been taken by these NDRF professionals, and in fact now they have been rescued from this very spot. And in fact, the situation is life-threatening at this very point, because this is the main Yamuna river which we are showing to you, and we also showed our viewers how aggressive the river is flowing at this very point. So now these are the boats, these are steamers which are running here in river Yamuna, and in fact this is the last leg of operation which is on, because what we are given to understand is that as per the details shared by different SDMs of different areas, and in fact of this particular area also, they maintain that most of the people have been evacuated, and in fact these are the last batch of people who are still stuck at some points. And in fact these are also some of the people who were taking the Kavad Yatra with them, and in fact now they were stuck on the backside of this very building which is now entirely flooded with water. So now there are some Kavad Yatris, and in fact you can see a cow has also has fallen into the water, and you can see how the bad situation has turned over here, because it is not only a life-threatening situation for human beings, but also cattle and animals are also being affected because of this entire flooding. You can see how the situation is bad over here, in fact, because there is a limited amount of work these people can also carry out, because there are a lot of people, around 34 to 35,000 people who were staying in these low-lying areas, and now these evacuation process is on, and in fact these people are being taken out to the safer places now, because yesterday some people were unable to actually leave from this spot because some were adamant and some didn't want to leave their belongings behind. But now you can see how the NDRF personals are actually taking these people out. So this is being affected to both the human lives and to the cattle. You can see in these visuals how a cow has also been submerged under the water, and in fact this is the only these visuals only tell you the real picture as to how bad the situation has become here in the national capital. It is river Yamuna which is seeing so flowing at so aggressive levels, and in fact at no point we have seen such dramatic visuals coming in from the national capital. You can see this gentleman is also part of the rescue team, and in fact he is also trying to communicate that some people are stuck on that very side of the road, and in fact now they want to actually empty this entire space. In fact, we will be also asked to leave from this space very soon, because this is a dangerous place to be right now, and in fact they don't want any burden on them, so that's why they want each and every person to leave this spot. There are multiple teams on ground right now to control situation of flooding in the national capital, and in fact NDRF is also one such team, and in fact I've been joined by Mr. Ravindra Kumar, who is the Deputy Commandant of NDRF. So thank you so much for speaking to CNN News 18. So first of all, can you give us the update as to what are the levels of rescue operations that the NDRF had carried out till now?
From yesterday we are continuing, and till now we have recovered and we have retrieved the almost 125 cattle, and there is no human inside there, and we have using the civil defense also with us, and the Gaurakshak girls, and our boats are continuously working day and night. This operation is continued till this whole area will evacuate from there.
So most of the people have been evacuated. In fact, we have been given to understand that some people were resisting, that they don't want to leave behind their belongings. All those people have been rescued?
All those are rescued. From this side, it was all rescued. All the human life is there, no human error rescue, but only the cattle are there.
So how many cattle are there, and how many have been rescued till now?
We have retrieved this 125 cattle from this area, and still you have seen this almost around 100 more cattle are there.
Actually, one gentleman from this only organization was telling that some have also flown away in the water. Is that true, sir?
Maybe before coming of NDRF, it maybe have happened because of the flow of water. Maybe some vehicles are cattle gone.
So, sir, by what time we can expect that this rescue ops will be ending?
We are continuing it. We cannot be say, but at least from day till the night, until unless this whole operation is not complete, we will not stop this.
So how many teams of NDRF are currently deployed at this very spot?
Yes, 2 teams are currently deployed at this place.
Okay, sir. So one last question, sir. We have seen how NDRF is working continuously across the national capital. The situation is worrisome. We all know that now, since the water levels are being stagnant in Yamuna, but still in this very area, or be it the low-lying areas or the nearby areas, is there any threat to human life?
Uh, from this area, it is not there. Right? Or maybe somewhere there are some news also. We are also listening to the news. The people are insisting that they are thought that maybe the water level will get down in 1 or 2 days. That's why they are not coming out because they have their belongings out there. But in this area, there is no human risk in this area.
Okay, sir. Thank you so much for speaking to CNN News 18. So this was Mr. Ravindra, who is the Deputy Commandant of the NDRF.
There's one veterinary camp are also planning because of showing these animals. We have planning and we have one of our doctor is there and we are treating those animals also.
Well, so this is the word coming in from the Deputy Commandant of NDRF, who says that the rescue work for the humans have almost ended in this entire location, but there are some cattle who are stuck, and in fact a veterinary camp will also be set up at the nearby location so that those who have been injured can be treated.